Hola y bienvenidos. Welcome to your curriculum night presentation for Spanish 1 at Van Hoosen Middle School. First, I want to talk a little bit about myself. I attended Michigan State University for my undergrad and graduate programs. I also had a Spanish immersion experience in Santander, Spain, where I lived there for the entire summer of 2009. This is my 14th year with Rochester Community Schools at Van Hoosen, and these are some pictures of my family. I have a 3-year-old daughter named Nora, a 15-year-old dog named Holmes, and up in the upper right, that's me and my husband at a wedding, and my husband's name is Dylan. So what to expect out of this course? Students will increasingly speak, read, write, and understand spoken Spanish. We will explore cultures of many different Spanish-speaking countries. And then the most important thing for this class is going to be vocabulary. They are going to learn a lot of new words, and keeping on top of their vocabulary acquisition is going to be super important. We're also going to cover many grammar concepts, but Spanish 1 will only be in the present tense. Spelling and pronunciation do count, and that is what we've been working on for the first couple weeks of school, the alphabet and how to pronounce words correctly. And then lastly, this is a high school level course. So what does that mean? Upon successful completion of the course, students will receive a high school credit for Spanish 1 and will be able to move on into Spanish 2 next year. There's one other Spanish teacher in the building, and we do everything the same. So they can expect the same homeworks, the same tests, the same quizzes, the same projects. So if they have a friend in another class that they want to work with, that should be absolutely no problem. Grades are divided up into 3 categories. The first category is formative assessments. Those are learning checks and quizzes. Those will be worth 40% of their overall grade. The second category is summative assessments. Those are going to be the speaking, reading, listening, writing, and presentational assessments, where they'll be expected to listen to Spanish and answer questions, speak in Spanish, have a conversation in Spanish. And those are kind of the big tests or the large projects, and those will be worth 50% of their overall grade. And lastly, the daily practice category consists of homework and warm-ups or classwork, and that will be worth 10% of their overall grade. Also, students can complete a retake on anything that they were not pleased with their grade. The retake process will be described to them as soon as we take our first assessment, and retake forms can also be found on Google Classroom. Also, participation is required as this is a language class, with the point being able to speak in Spanish. So they will be expected to speak in Spanish at least once every class period. So what can you do? The most important thing is to help your child stay organized and on top of their assignments. Frequently check parent view for grades so that you are aware of how your student is progressing. And if you have any questions or concerns throughout the year, don't hesitate to contact me. Email is the best way to reach me, or you can click the communication tab in Parent View. Students also have access to a Google Classroom where everything that we do every single day is posted and linked. So if they are ever absent, they'll have completed notes, access to any homework, or any class activities that we did that day. Thanks for tuning in.